If you don't know me, you better get to know me. Oh, yeah.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if it's your first time here, please go ahead and join the family so you can see more videos like this. And if you like this video, please hit the like button before you leave. So today I'm actually just going to be doing a recap on a YouTube meetup that I went to last week Saturday. It was a YouTube meetup that was organized by Create ZA and Special Effects Media.
You want to do your creator, Ankiri?
Okay, if you're doing a boomerang, let's assist those doing a boomerang.
Let's make time for the picture takers and then the boomerang.
Very consent to this video. Can I sign a consent?
I was so scared to do this, but then my friend Lisa's like, just go. It's just literally.
I've decided to stand.
Guys, follow, subscribe, and share. Uti Usani Shine Cafe. If you don't know me, you better get to know me. Oh, yeah.
And essentially the workshop was just about sort of like upskilling YouTubers and just sharing some knowledge, some information, and just like having a conversation about the landscape of YouTube and YouTubers like in SA. So I'll be recapping some of the main things that were spoken about and also sharing a couple of snippets from the meetup. So I hope you guys enjoy. When I arrived, there was basically like a YouTube 101, and a guy named Brad was speaking on all things YouTube, like more of the technicalities of YouTube, like the how-tos and the skills to just make your YouTube channel better. Brad spoke a lot about just certain things that you can do to make your YouTube channel better, and also for you to like literally take it seriously and for people to realize that you're taking your YouTube seriously. And as you guys all know, I'm like a new YouTuber, but I am a very active learner. So whenever I'm doing something, I try to learn more and more about how to do it and how to do it better. So I'm a person who's always looking for new ways to do something or do it better or more skillfully, because I think like quality really matters. So Brad spoke about things like end cards, end screen, sorry. So end screen is something that you guys will see at the end of this video, because I've already started doing it. But essentially in the last 20 seconds of your YouTube video, you can actually add in a prompt to prompt people to either subscribe to your channel or watch previous videos that you've had. Don't have to wait for the person to get to the end of the video and be like, okay, so what do I watch next? You suggest that to them because you know your content. Also spoke about just cards in general. So that's something where literally, I think you guys have seen this before. So something pops up on the screen like right here, and it slides in and it says suggested video. Someone, you, the YouTuber, actually put that there where you suggest another video, either to capture someone's attention, or if you feel like you might be losing people within this video and you think there's another one that's more suitable for them, then you put it there. Or if there's someone appearing on your channel and you suggest that people go and subscribe or watch their videos, you can put it up there as a suggested video, and that's called a card, right? There was also things that he mentioned about checking analytics. And I know, guys, you know, it must be a boring task, and I'm an analyst anyway, so I'm perfectly fine with looking at my analytics, and in actual fact they help me to do better. Get back to analytics. So I think at the very least weekly you should be checking your analytics. So I think they're really helpful, and I think something worth investing your time into, because I do know that some people just create and not actually checking to see why are people not watching, or why are people watching, you know, and realizing that the spikes and dips in your views and your watch time and your subscribers is due to something. And if you really analyze the patterns of your analytics, you'll figure those things out. And there was even a conversation at the meetup where it was about your content circle. So it's a matter of also not only using one platform in order to grow, but if you have Twitter, if you have Instagram, and Facebook, you should be using those other communities where you have numbers to grow your numbers on YouTube. So for example, I did a poll on my Instagram this one time about whether you guys would like more informational or more entertaining videos. So that would have been like my vlogs, and then information would be like my marketing videos. And it's a matter of a lot of people voted for more entertaining videos, and then there were DMs where people were like both. And I know I asked that question, but in actual fact I'd already done both videos, an informational and entertaining one. Then when the poll was over, I shared the results and I was like, guys, I gave you both, so go check out my channel. So it's also a matter of, don't ask people, what would you like to see from me? And then people tell you, I want to see this, I want to see more beauty videos, and you carry on doing like style videos. So why did you ask? For my engagement. So why should I engage with you on something I want to see and then you don't do it? Are you respecting your community if you do that? No. So it's also about realizing that when people suggest things, they expect that you're going to do something about their suggestion.
Vote now. Then they vote. And if
You've already made the
you already made the videos, it doesn't matter which one they vote for. Then you release one, and guess what? The other two videos are going to be the videos you made anyway. Just changing the order around, and you let the viewer decide that. All of a sudden they feel, I decided vlogs for us this week. You guys want to vote with me? I'm thinking I'm going to ask you to do like we do travel next week, eh? Let's go travel for next week. And they feel empowered.
and part of a community.
So there was also a mention about other forms of features that you can use. There was super chat that was mentioned, and there was also YouTube Premiere.
Then the video drops at 5 o'clock. 3, 2, 1. What's lovely about this is, for the first time, you can be in a live chat with your community while we're all watching the video for the very first time together. That's the point of Premiere. Is to bring your community with you to watch the release of your content with you being there. It's a very strong strategy.
And then Super Chat is basically another way in which you can earn on YouTube. So Super Chat is for YouTubers who have about 30,000 subscribers, and essentially you make money by interacting with your subscribers or just viewers. So a viewer will want to like have a conversation with you, so then they will bid actual money in order for their question or whatever they want to say to be viewed on the Super Chat, and then for you to answer, obviously. So they actually pay to have you talk to them. So if you have 30k subscribers and you're looking to make a bit more money, try YouTube Super Chat. And since we're on the making money issue, there was also then a conversation about the YouTube Partner Program.
YPP is a YouTube Partner Program and gives creators access to YouTube resources and features like monetization, live stream, all those extra fun free bits. Because they wanted to stop people creating content for the sole reason of virality. I'm going to do something absolutely crazy like jump off this bridge without a parachute and hope that I land in the water just for some views, yo.
Then there's other requirements like having 1,000 subscribers. And then over and above that, you need to have at least 4,000 watch hours in the past 12 months, right? So initially, you didn't need to have all of that. But since things like people posting like one video that's like very controversial, insert 3 girls rating other YouTubers' content and giving them zeros. So with people doing things like that, pulling stunts like that, YouTube has sort of kept it and had requirements in order for you to make money off the YouTube Partner Program. Also, I don't know if people know this, but in order for your faves to make money off like ads that are inserted in the videos, you guys have to watch the whole video, the whole ad essentially. Or so basically, if you skip the video, your fave's not making any money. And also then, this speaks to the actual YouTuber or content creator in that this was also a conversation that was had about making sure that your content that you have in your video aligns to what you have put forward. So by this I mean that if your thumbnail says this is for example a video about like politics, and then in the video you're actually doing your makeup while the budget speech is playing in the background, it's not the same thing. So you get penalized by YouTube for clickbaiting people. That's not the way to do it. YouTube penalizes people who do that because you're supposed to give people relevant content, and they can only put targeted ads within your video if they actually know what kind of content is in the video. So I'm just warning content creators and YouTubers to stop clickbaiting people. That's deceptive, and YouTube punishes you by diminishing your relevancy. So just don't do it. While we're on the topic of thumbnails, spend a good amount of time creating your thumbnails. I know that YouTube gives you the option of just selecting a portion in your video and to use it as a thumbnail. Don't do that. Create your own. There's apps like Canva, which I use myself to create my thumbnails. It just looks more professional. It looks like you've put in a lot more effort. So highly recommend Canva, thumbnail that's personalized. And then Twala spoke about how to secure the bag.
If you're taking notes, now is the time.
And what was crazy about this part is that you would have expected that a lot of people would have been like, "Woo, how to secure the bag." But in actual fact, a lot of people were more interested in how to be better, as opposed to really how to make money off YouTube. It seemed like for the people who were in the room, they just wanted the knowledge, and that was such a great thing to see. So basically, there are 2 types of ways to secure the bag.
Before YPP, there's different ways that you can make money, right? And you find there's the usual regular, I am the face of the product.
So she spoke about brand sponsorships and how you can have a passive brand sponsorship, and you can have a more active one, which is an actual brand sponsorship where you're on some, hi, this video was sponsored by Maybelline. Thank you so much for partnering with me on this video, and today I will be reviewing a couple of Maybelline products, and I'm going to do a full face of Maybelline. You see, I watch a lot of makeup videos. I got you. So that's like a blatant brand sponsorship, but there's also passive sponsorship, which is actually, I'll use an example she used there. So she used an example of a guy who's chicken connoisseur. So he visits places anywhere around town. What does he do? He goes around eating chicken. But a critical thing about his videos is something subtle that most people will not pay attention to, but in actual fact, every time like he starts a video, his videos always start with him pointing downwards as he walks into a place. So he walks in, the video is showing his shoes, and he enters. And what's critical about this is that if all his videos start with him showing his shoes, he can get a brand sponsorship from a footwear company. So Nike hopped on this and was like, oh, this guy has an audience. He starts his videos that way. So how about we partner up with him so that he shows our shoes? That's it. And then obviously there's affiliate links where if you use the content creator's link to purchase something, they get a portion of those sales. So that's another way in which you can make money off YouTube. And that's essentially like those two kinds of sponsorship, as well as affiliate marketing, are one of the most common ways to make money off YouTube. And AdSense does not bring in as much money as you would expect. Like, it's not money you can live on, as far as I know. Yeah. Then Twala went on to speak about what brands want, and she broke this down into 5 things. So one of the first things is relevance. So it speaks to also the point that I made about your thumbnail and the content of your video and the description of your video all being in line with what is actually in the video. YouTube is not a person. It's essentially like, it's a platform. So it uses bots to decipher what your content is. So your tags, like the hashtags that you use, the description that you use, and your thumbnails are all indicators of what is in the actual video. So in essence, when you put all the hashtags in your video before you publish it, make sure they're actually relevant to the video. So it's about relevancy. 1, your video is relevant to everything that you've put there. So your thumbnail, your tags, and your description. Then it's relevant to your audience, because if it's relevant to your audience, they will watch because they want to watch what's relevant to them. Then it's also relevant to the brands that you want to reach. So relevancy, a big deal. Big deal. Then she spoke about engagement. So obviously, if your video is relevant, then you get the engagement. Woo! It's a no-brainer. So if you're serving people content that they actually want to see, also speaks again to if you're going to ask people questions about what content they want to see, deliver it, because then you're going to get people to engage with you. And engagement doesn't stop at giving or delivering content that people want to see, but it also speaks to yourself as a YouTuber, as the content creator. Reply to people's comments. Reply, because if they're spending their time to write something as opposed to just watching and leaving, then I think that it's well worthwhile for you to engage back with that person. Engagement is a two-way street, because no one's gonna come one week and is like, hey, I totally love you, you're so beautiful. You ignore it. And then next week they're gonna come again, hey, you're so beautiful, I totally love you. Which person in their right mind is gonna get rejected and then come back to get rejected again? Nobody, let me tell you, nobody. And then she mentioned being authentic, right? Asked us which of the posts we think are paid posts. I said all of them, when in actual fact only 9 of those posts were paid posts. And the relevancy of this is so authentic in who she is. So she dresses very conservatively, very modestly, doesn't show any skin. So that is her brand. So because that is her brand, it's a condition of which when she's working with brands, she will refuse to wear anything revealing, because that's not who she is. And even Tenjiwe Comedy, who's also a YouTuber, and we've all seen her on our screens as well, she was also one of the panelists, said that just be who you are. And it shows. And that's why brands want to affiliate themselves with you, because you are authentic, meaning that it's such an easy plugin. And rather, when you are authentic to your whole brand, that's why people will love you and engage with you, and it doesn't become a huge task. It's just you being you and people loving you for you. And that's how you win people over and you win brands over. But then she spoke about reach, right? So when we speak about reach, it's about reach is basically how many people actually see your content, right? And so I've said this before, that when you have a huge viewership, you will reach a lot of people, right? No brainer. But in terms of reach, there's quality reach and then reach of just quantity. And I feel like I've already explained this about the video about 3 girls who decided to rate other YouTubers, but did it in like a malicious way. So also think about that. Don't make a video that's going to shock people just for the sake of shocking them so that you can get money from viewership. It's a very short-term and dismal and petty plan. Rather get quality reach and of people who are an engaged audience. We cool? Cool. Then one of her last points was on frequency. Frequency equals consistency. So it's literally post often. I don't think this is something that needs to be like really, really in-depth explained, but I will insert a video of Leon Kumete.
Thank you guys, I'm giving you more quality because that's you guys love my videos, so I have to give you more, guys. And consistency. Consistency is key, guys. Me, I started with 100k subscribers, and the other thing is I posted videos twice a week for almost like a year now. That's how I got where I am right now. Before the end of November, I'll reach 100k. Guys, don't give up. If you know that you're good on something, you'll never stop doing that. You'll never get tired of doing what you love. That's what I do. I even quit my job to be a YouTuber. What I'm saying is, with what you have right now, those 100 subscribers, they will multiply. If you love what you're doing, you're gonna get more subscribers and respect your audience. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Now has over 20 million views on his YouTube and has almost 100,000 subscribers. And so he spoke about frequency, where he was posting videos every week. and that is what has grown his viewership to where it is now. So be consistent. Just try to be as consistent as you can, and if you can, then why not? Frequency equals something good. And it's a thing of that when you say that this is the frequency in which you will deliver content, people are there waiting to go watch that thing. So you don't have to announce every Friday, hey, I have a new Fashion Friday video. People are already expecting it. So if you deliver and you're frequent in your delivery and consistent in it, then you get that viewership that's engaged, and that becomes a community. As
you can use, you know, what's best to use to get you used to it all. You can do it on your own. I'm telling you now, you can all, every single person here can do it on your own.
So Ruan was saying, take your creativity and however you foster it and use it within your videos. He also spoke about PewDiePie, who is a huge YouTuber in America, and he has this sort of 15-second rule, and I didn't know what that was until I watched like a couple of his videos and realized that after about 15 seconds on a YouTube video, people are more than likely intent on fast forwarding. So you keep their attention by bringing in an element to keep them engaged. Also notice that Jackie Aina does that, where she's speaking and then she says something like weird or funny, and then she'll just add in a meme, or she'll slow herself down while she speaks, you know. So it's about adding elements that are going to keep someone glued to their screen. So try things like that, but then use them in your own way, which is authentic to you. But be cognizant of that. People's attention shifts. This is not straight. Ruan even said that once you become a YouTuber or a content creator, you are essentially a DIY person, because you have to film your videos yourself, you have to edit them yourself, have to add the elements in for yourself. So just perfect it, but add you into it. And in mentioning that too though, there was someone else from Durban Content Creators who came to speak, and his name was Tamir.
Look, I'm gonna leave you guys with a quote by Henry Ford. It goes like this: coming together is the beginning. Keeping together is the progress. But working together is the success.
So he basically said that you must network, share, and grow. And essentially he said that there's people who are usable around you. So it's about using the people around you, collaborating with people, networking with people in order to grow your base. A lot of people are so stingy with like information, they're stingy with knowledge and helping people and collaborating, when in actual fact that can be to the benefit of both of us. Those are the key points that I wanted to land about the Connect, the YouTube meetup. It was a fun day. It was amazing to meet a lot of content creators. So thank you very much for watching my video. Please let me know if you really like videos like this, where I'm basically recapping on some of the events I've went to, but more educational ones. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed. And thank you so much for all your support, guys, and for just engaging with me and being such big balls of sunshine in my life. And now you can watch my other marketing video right here. Bye.